Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and it is time to play my Deck of TBR game for the first month in 2024. Can't believe it! We get to pick some of the first books that I will ever read in 2024. So we're picking my TBR for January. As you can see, the board is empty, and I thought I could just do a little bit of a rules refresh. There are a couple new rules, some new prompts, and I just wanted to go through how I play my game again, just so that we can all be on the same page. So this is Deck of TBR, where I let a deck of cards choose what I read in the month. So it's fairly simple. I choose 5 cards, and each of the cards I draw correspond to some sort of prompt on the board. 2s through 10s of any suit refer to a prompt here on the board, and these are just pretty generic prompts you'll see as we draw. If I draw an ace, king, queen, or jack, these are prompts that help me with my goals. And I'll tell you exactly what those prompts entail. Last year when I played this game, each of these prompts stayed on the board the whole year, the whole time. And I decided each month I'm going to rotate these prompts. I'll pick new prompts for each ace, king, queen, jack every time I play, just so that, well, first of all, it's because I have 6 of these stay on the board prompts instead of just 4, and I want to give each of them an opportunity to be represented and help me achieve my reading goals for the year of 2024. Also, I've got my bomb book, which is if I draw a joker. There is 1 joker in the deck currently. There is a prompt on the board that forces me to add another joker, which just increases my probability of getting the bomb book. A bomb book is a book that scares me in some way, whether that's the length or things I've heard about it or the content. Yeah, so those are bomb books. Let's see. I draw 5 cards, and if 3 of the same suit shows up in those 5 cards, I have to add another draw, so that'd be 6. And then if the same card shows up twice in those 5 original draws, I also have to add another draw. So I think we could get up to 7, could be 8 with some of the stipulations on the board. But yeah, it's just fun to figure out what books I read. I also decided, instead of the reward and punishment wheel that I had last year, where I got to spin a wheel to tell me what my reward was if I won the game, or a punishment if I lost the game by either reading all the books or not reading all the books, I decided the reward and punishment would be that if I do complete the previous month's TBR, I can choose any book. No rules as to where I choose those books from. It could be from the library, books that I buy, from my shelves. But if I don't complete the previous month's TBR, I have to pick books on my physical TBR. This will encourage me to read the books that I already own. And I do love using the library. That's a great source for books, for free books. But I do just want to work on the 200 plus books that I have already owned on my shelves. So that will be the punishment. Again, I wanted to do something a little bit nicer because it's all in fun, right? Like it's just for fun. It's just reading. Okay, so I think that covers all the rules. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions about how the game is played, but I think you will see as we go forward. So now I'm going to probably speed us forward while I populate the board with all these new prompts. If you're curious as to a list of the prompts that I have, I did just record a video of going through prompts. I will link it up above, but just kind of going through my prompts and deciding if they still fit my reading taste, what kind of prompts I could change and what kind of prompts I could add. So if you're interested in that, take a look. All right, we've got the main prompts populated, and now we're going to go to the stay on the board prompts, the face card prompts. I have 6 here. I will just tell you what they are. Read it or not, basically this is my TBR challenge for next year. I'm going to spend a week of every month drawing books out of my TBR jar from my physical shelves and basically have to read them or unhaul them. I got this idea from Emily, from Books with Emily, and I'm just calling it Read It or Not, kind of like Ready or Not. I have a borrowed book because I have like 20 books that aren't actually mine that I have on my shelves that I need to return to the rightful owners. I've got adaptation. I'm wanting to read books with movie or TV adaptations and watch those and vlog the process. Got self-destruct books. I recently recorded a new self-destruct video. I'll put that up above, but I have 12 books on that list. Kindle books. I buy books on my Kindle and instantly forget about them, so this will help me read those. And book of the month. I get a new book of the month every single month, and so I need to read those. All right, we're just going to put these in this little jar and pick them randomly. So the ace is a Kindle book. Oh. The king is a Read It or Not. I hope I get that one. Queen is a borrowed book. Great. And the Jack is a self-destruct book. Whoops, we got this going on. Okay. My board is all over the place today. Last thing I need to do to populate the board is draw a bomb book. These have stayed the same, basically, from last year because they are still on my shelves and they still intimidate me. So we are choosing I Know This Much Is True by Wally Lamb. So that will be my bomb book if I get the Joker this month. Before we play, I always say how I did last month, but I'm starting new in 2024. So the books that I read last month won't really affect January, which is fine, but I do think I will complete my December TBR because I've got a couple weeks left in the month and a vacation planned where I can just read, so I think it will happen. But I'm not going to let those books affect how I pick books this time around. So I think we get to start. Feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not. So we'll shuffle the deck a couple times for good measure, and we'll pick our first book. First book for 2024. Couldn't be more excited. As for books I want to get on here, there's really only one. Otherwise, I'm happy to read whatever. And I'll make all the other challenges work. Oh, I need to look at what Kayla's buzzword is for January, because if I could work that on here too, that would be great. January is there, or there. Any of those. So we'll see about that. The only other reading challenge I think I'm doing is the A to Z challenge. Those might be the only ones I'm sticking hard and fast to. I might join in some other ones. Oh, I saw Kelly from Kelly's Cozy Corner do a short stack readathon, which I think would be fun to like get a bunch of books read right away in January. So I have some ideas for that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Who knows what the prompts will be? Okay, I've shuffled long enough. The first draw for 2024 is a king. Read It or Not. Did I not manifest that? I said I wanted a Read It or Not book. So the only thing is I'm trying to decide. I don't have my pretty new TBR jar ready. And so my first book for 2024 is not even going to be a book. Sad. You will see what it will be in a vlog that comes out in January. I'm designating a whole week in January to Read It or Not, where I will just be picking books out of my jar. So the first book I get for Read It or Not will be my first book for Deck of TBR. The reason I'm doing that is just so that because I want to do these fun vlog ideas, but I still want to do this too, and I want them to have some overlap, so I hope that's all right. Man, first book could be anything. Leaving it up to chance. So we put the king back in. Oh, I'm feeling a little sad. My current TBR jar is not an updated list, and I want it to be a fully updated list before I drop. So if for some reason I get my TBR jar, no, I won't. Never mind. You'll just have to wait. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Watch for the video. Also, sorry if you hear little feet running above. My kids are awake and chasing each other. I say awake because I normally film these videos really late at night, and I just had some time during the day to do it today. All right, second draw is a 10 of diamonds. What could it be? 10 of diamonds. Wow. Okay, a nonfiction. I've been meaning to read more nonfiction and memoirs, so let me just take a look at my shelves and decide what I'm going to read. So this was the first one that called to me, and I decided to do it. This is What I Know Now, Letters to My Younger Self. And the subtitle is Extraordinary Women Share the Wisdom They Wish They'd Had When They Were Younger. One of my more experienced friends in life gave this book to me because I'm younger than her and she thought I would appreciate it. There are, I don't even know how many letters are in here. A bunch. Yeah, I would say 20 or 30, and it's from various people. We've got Nora Roberts, an author, Vanna White from Wheel of Fortune, Madeleine Albright, Macy Gray, Felicia Rashad. So yeah, just letters to your younger self, what older women would have wished they would have known when they were younger. So I feel like this is a good start. Great. I realized just now that that's my second diamond. So if I get another diamond, we're adding another draw. First, before we shuffle, we'll replace the 10 of diamonds with this book, or this prompt. And this is choose a prompt. So I get to choose any prompt on the board. And I already put the 10 of diamonds back in. So it's time to shuffle. Exciting. First book, I don't know what it is. And second book is a nonfiction. Not my normal go-to, but I'm happy to read it. All right, draw number 3 is the 2 of hearts. This is seasonal. I don't know if you can see it. Ah, I got it to focus right away. I'm a genius. Okay, so seasonal. Winter. We are in the month of winter. I mean the season of winter. And I feel like I have the perfect one. Ooh, perfect 2. I'm in a pickle. These 2 scream winter to me. A Winter in New York by Josie Silver, obviously, because it has winter in the title. And Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, because it's about hockey, and hockey takes place in the winter. So, what do I have? I have a nonfiction and a book. I have no clue what it is. So these are both romances. I told myself I wanted to get to this one as soon as possible. So I'm going to go with A Winter in New York by Josie Silver for my seasonal pick. Let's replace the 2 of hearts with this one. A book about books. And we'll put in the 2 of hearts back in the deck. Ready to shuffle. Okay, one more shuffle for good measure. And let's see what draw number 4 gets us. A 4 of spades. I feel like some things are just so serendipitous in this game. Okay, 4 of spades. A friend pick. This is perfect because I'm going to let my friend book club pick a book for me. Our book for January is over there. Our Missing Hearts by Celeste Ng. I'm excited. Our book club meets on the first Monday of the month, and so I have the first 7 or so days to read this book in January. Great, I'm excited. This one I know nothing about, and not that I've told you about any of the other ones, so I'm not going to tell you. Okay, that was draw number 4. We will replace the 4 of spades with this prompt. Set in a different country. Well, I just realized this book could fit in the short stack readathon. That's exciting. All the other ones, we'll see. Okay, 4 of spades going back in. And we'll shuffle. Do you guys notice I sing a lot when I'm trying to talk? I noticed it very recently. I mean, I knew I did it, but I'm becoming a lot more cognizant of it, and it's... Sorry if it's annoying. I got it from my mom. Okay, thanks, Mom. Draw number 5. What should be the last unless we get a diamond? A queen! A queen is a borrowed book. So let me look at my borrowed books. They are on my TBR cart. I'm looking to see if there are any there, or theirs in any of the titles. There weren't any books with there, or there in the title, which is fine. So I decided to pick a short book to go with the short stack readathon, and also just to help me out a little bit. I don't know what book number 5 in this stack of January TBR could be, and I'm trying out new things in January, so I just want to help myself out a little bit. So I chose another nonfiction. Who am I? This is Dialogues on Race. It has many different essays in it from various people in the religious community. So I'll just read the back, just so you know what it's about. Dialogues turn conflict into community. Race and racism are so prevalent in U.S. culture that few stop to reflect upon what race is, why it was created, and how deeply ingrained race has become in American Christianity. It has left American churches segregated in the pews and divided in faith. Can this damage be repaired? Dialogues on Race explores that very question. With 7 essays from leading Christian thinkers, Dialogues on Race asks penetrating questions about how the church in the U.S. got to this point, and how, or if, white supremacy can be expelled from American Christianity. Dialogues On is an adult small group resource that encourages honest talks about difficult topics. Oh, so there must be other Dialogues on X that Spark House Publishing comes out with. So the essays are from Christopher Kaufman, Lenny Duncan, Broderick Greer, Daniel Hill, Jim Bear Jacobs, Cami Jones, and Rosella Hadier White. This was borrowed from my sister, so thanks Sister Naomi for this read. Let's recap what we've got for January. The one book we don't have present is my Read It or Not challenge. We'll find out together in that vlog in January what I will read. Then we got a nonfiction, and for that I chose What I Know Now, Letters to My Younger Self, edited by Ellen Spraggins. Then we got a seasonal book, and for that I chose A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. Next up I got a friend pick, and I let my friend book club choose Our Missing Hearts by Celeste Ng. And lastly I got a borrowed book, and for that I'm choosing Dialogues on Race, which is, I don't know who it's edited by, but essays from various authors. Anyway, this is the stack we've got. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them. It'd be great to have some bookish conversation with you down below. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video on your way out. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more bookish and bullet journaling content from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!